What's up, everybody? You are tuned into the Buzz Club, and this segment is called the Beehive, and I'm sitting here with some really cool people. Would you introduce yourselves for me, please?
I'm David Taz Anderson, author, motivational speaker.
My name is Margot Burley, a senior at the Art Institute of Philadelphia.
I'm Dave Martin. I'm a sophomore at Temple University.
Okay, guys, I've asked my friends to come down here and kind of chit-chat with me about some topics, and you guys ready for the question part?
Yeah.
Yes, okay, because the Beehive is basically just us coming together and laying out on the table what everyone's thinking, what's going on, pop culture, so let's go with it, right?
Okay.
What do you guys think is the weaknesses and strengths of our generation today?
Don't everybody answer it.
I know.
No, everybody answer at once. Oops.
Weaknesses as far as what? Like, what do you mean?
What do you think are probably the negative parts of the generation and probably the strong positive points?
I would have to say, honestly, from my generation, just everyone having kids. Not saying that's a bad thing,
right?
But you know how back in our parents' days and stuff like that,
it was
you
what
know.
What are you making that face for?
I'm just making a face. It's not that deep.
We keeping it real here, right? You know, back in our parents' generation and days, you had to be married to have kids, and now everybody's just having baby mamas and baby daddies. There's so much drama. Everyone's having kids. You know, so I feel like that's definitely a setback. That's something that's going on in our generation today. You know, people having kids and not being together. People just popping up with babies out of wedlock.
I mean, it's one of those things where you have to look at the bigger picture. Our parents worked very hard for us to get everything that we have.
Yeah.
The problem is we have so much and we never had to work for it. We just don't necessarily appreciate those things.
Okay, gratitude.
If your parents had to write a letter in order to talk to somebody, and all we got to do is pick up our phone. If we had to wait till everybody came on the block to play football as opposed to putting on a headset and grabbing an Xbox controller, why do you think that we would think it would be any different with getting what we want out of life? People don't look at it from a perspective of what the conditioning we're going through as opposed to what our parents went through. It's not right, but it is what it is.
Okay, all right, I understand. Okay, another question. Define dating and define being in a relationship. Is there a difference?
Dating.
Is there a difference, guys?
I mean, I would say dating is when you're like seeing someone, but you're keeping your options open. You know, I could be dating two different people and one
hooking
just,
up,
just hanging out. You know, you're definitely committed to one person. All other people are oblivious, and you're definitely serious about one.
And you've definitely discussed being monogamous.
It's a mutual. It's mutual.
Understanding. Okay. Do you feel like women have lowered the standards for men?
Definitely.
In dating?
Definitely.
And in marriage?
Definitely.
Yeah? Why?
Just because I feel like a lot of females do stuff for attention and they want males to notice them. Yeah. And I feel like there's a lot of people out here who are... I feel like a lot of people aren't focused. Yeah. And people need to realize what's more important in searching for prioritizing. And I feel like you'll find the right person will come to you at the right time. You don't need to go out and, people, you don't even know who your real friends are. Your girlfriends are stealing your their boyfriends and stuff like that. It's just a mess.
I mean, I also feel like women kind of have lowered the standard because it's like, men are not working for it anymore. It's I hear my male friends say, "What? I could hit it on the first night, really?" Right. Or like I've been on a blind date and she let me in on the first. I'm like, there are girls out here doing that.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You should stop. But it's kind of like, where do you go from there? Like these impressions that you give, and then you're like, oh, I want to be in a serious relationship, but no one takes me seriously. And it's like, how can someone take you seriously? And then when a guy meets several women like that, then he meet you, and you're like, no. They're like, no. Right. What makes you so different? And it's like, well, these other women have set this bad rap for us. And it's like, please, if you won't do it, then there are 15 girls who will.
Who will, right.
But then that's something you got to do together. Like all women have to be like, all right, well, we're not going to be doing this. I mean, one of my roommates said to me the other day, we were like, well, what happened? He's like, man, she came over, like, first time, like, I got it. And we were like, damn, like, what'd you do? And he was like, I texted her, you want to come smoke? And I was like, that's your game?
That's your
game? That's everything you need right there. Hey, girl, you want to come smoke? Oh, my God.
Oh, yes.
It's like poetry. Like, come on.
But you got to understand, women do not understand the power that they yield. At the end of the day, both of you can go in any club and say, I want to have sex tonight, and you will have sex tonight. Me and Dave can go into a club and say, I want to have sex tonight, And there's a chance. I mean, come on. But no, it's a guaranteed lock with y'all. Women have the power of yes. Without the yes, it's rape. You know, without the yes, there's no wedding. Without the yes, there's no child. Without the yes, there's nothing. And because women give their yeses away so easily, then what is a guy going to do? He's not required to be a man anymore. Oh, you're just an adult male. Being 18 does not make you a man. I know some 50-year-old adult males who aren't men, and there's a difference. Manhood needs to make a comeback. But if women said today, all women said today, I want to see a man who has a pirate kind of vibe. You see a whole bunch of dudes walking down Broad Street with a peg leg and a parrot on their shoulder because women set the standards, and until they take that power back, you're going to keep getting what you put out.
So even with that said, do you think women should move in with their mate before getting married? Because that's a tough one now.
I will say this. Women can move in with their mate and see what it's like before they get married, but even after you get married, it's still different. Something changes in the dynamic of the relationship when you put God into it or the state into your situation. So you're not going to get the same effect. Oh, we're picking out curtains and we're painting accent walls. That has nothing to do with it. Once you get that ring on, it's a different kind of level.
I mean, just living with other people in general. It doesn't have to be someone you're with, right? I live with 5 other dudes in my house.
Yeah.
And you just have to realize, like, your house, even your room, like, my house isn't my space, but my room is my space. Everything that I want is exactly where I want it. You move in with another person, that control, that every person on earth, I don't care who you are, every person on earth wants that control. You want one thing in your life where you go, oh, I want my cell phone. It's right here. You know how I know?
Yeah.
Because I put it there and nobody moved it.
But
you move in with someone, they got bad habits, there's something wrong, and you're thinking, and then you get mad and you go, I'm leaving. Where are you going to go?
Where are you going to go?
Where are you going to go? Your space is their space. Yeah. You're not going anywhere.
Ouch.
Can't run from it.
But you don't want to learn that when you got a ring on your finger and be like, I hate living with you.
Exactly. So it's kind of like,
no smart consumer will say, I'm going to get this car and not test drive it around the block. I mean, come on. What if everything is perfect with this person? What if you love everything about them and the sex is whack?
Ooh.
You gotta know what you're getting into in every aspect, and I know that's
in every aspect. So you're saying you're even pushing premarital sex here. Are you ready for everyone to see this and hear that?
Here's the thing.
It's real, right? It's people are doing it.
If that's what you want to do, and let's not kid each other here. Nobody in this room is Amish. Right. You know, I doubt very seriously that everybody in this room is just pure and chaste and hasn't done something. So I'm not pushing anything that MTV, VH1, BET, CBS, NBC is pushing. I'm saying that it's not about sex. It's about knowing that this person who you're going to spend the rest of your life with, that you're going to stand in front of God with, is everything that you want. What's the difference between telling a white lie and having sex? In God's eyes, it's all the same. So at the end of the day, it's between you and your relationship with God and your relationship with that person. And you need to know all you can. And women, you need to start doing criminal background checks on the dudes before you sleep with them.
Criminal and credit. Let's get this right. Finances.
And make sure they got a couple $.
Because, no, honestly, it's not even just make sure. Oh, my God.
She ain't messing with a broke.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it was buzzing up in there. But don't you worry. We'll have more Beehive next week.
Hi, my name is Tiffany.
Hi, I'm Brittany Joy.
And you're watching The Buzz Club.
The Place, Philadelphia University's Kabba Campus Center. The event, well, this event is unlike anything you've ever seen. It's called ARTumnal Equinox, and it is where art and fashion converge, come together, and come alive. The Buzz Club is giving you a front row seat, as well as a backstage pass to this fabulous event. Let's check it out. Welcome back, everybody. I am your host, Honeybee, and I'm sitting here with Ayende Purnell, also known as Basqiatyin. He is the curator of the event that we just witnessed. Ayende, thank you for having us. Tell me a little bit. Ayende, tell me a little bit about how you got the idea to even have this Equinox show?
I mean, like most of like my other discoveries in art is kind of like a natural happening where I just get an idea. You know what I mean? I'm born in November, Sagittarius. So around that time, that's when the idea came about. You know, I felt the energy of the equinox. You know what I'm saying? Because it's actually an autumnal equinox that happens around that time, and that's when the equinox is when day and night is in pure balance. So it's equal time. So I'm real like into
sensitive
harmony
to it,
and balance. You know what I mean? So
with the ARTumnal Equinox, what did you want people to come and respond to? Like, what story, what kind of message did you want them to take away from your show?
I mean, the whole story about the ARTumnal Equinox is a story of humanity, where it represents elements of life that I feel like everybody, you know what I'm saying, kind of goes through this meditation, nourishment, your identity, fashion, life beginning, life ending, communication, we all speak, you know what I mean? So I just wanted people to come and be able to connect with my art, but also, you know what I'm saying, get this better understanding, this consciousness about life.
Do you have any, let's say, words for young people who may be trying to go down the roots of the arts, perhaps?
I would say definitely, like, it all starts with, like, in your mind, you know what I'm saying? I had this, like, understanding, like, mind over matter. So if you fully believe in, like, what you're creating and you put that energy into it, it'll definitely come back. You know what I'm saying, how you intended to be. You know what I mean?
It's like the law of attraction in a sense, right?
Pretty much, pretty much. So it's like this is just like, I believed in it. You know, I put hours and hours and hours of you know what I'm saying, intentions and dedication into this, and the response is, you know what I'm saying, it shows.
All right, Ayende, thank you so much for having me. It's just been a wonderful show. Thank you so much for having us here.
I'll see you around.
Peace.
Express ourselves through details on the suits, monogram cuffs, bullhound tooth, finished Dunhill by the house of our roof, and style be the truth.
I'm here at the ARTumnal Equinox, and I'm sitting here with the artist known as Mr. Honesty.
How we doing?
Hello. Mr. Honesty will be doing a lot of spoken word and music, and what else will you doing in the show?
A little bit of song as well, and some rapping.
Some rapping, yeah. So how did you come up with the name Mr. Honesty?
Well, actually, that's my name. My name
Honesty?
is Eric Honesty, yeah.
That's like your last name?
Yeah, that's my last name.
So would you say you're an honest kind of guy?
Yeah, I hear that a lot, but yeah.
So the name is befitting for you then?
Yeah, it is.
So what do you do in your spare time?
Well, actually, I own a vintage clothing store.
Really?
Yes, on 7th and July.
What is it called?
Culture Couture Vintage.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what kind of things can we expect to find in Culture Couture?
Well, I focus on menswear, predominantly like designer, high quality pieces. I do women's wear as well, but the focal point is on men's.
So how did you get involved with the show?
Well, Ayende is a friend of mine, and Taji is a friend of mine as well.
Yes.
And one day I was actually just walking in Taji's shop, and they were looking for someone to narrate the whole concept of the show, and they wanted to bring some like spoken word on board. Anything special that you want to give away that we can be looking forward to? Just look forward to some great positive energy. You know what I mean, and get ready to be inspired. Should I say? Yeah.
We strive to become more clairvoyant. We meditate to birth new possibilities. We quiet our minds in search of truth, inner peace, balance, awakening our souls to contribute something with substance to humanity. So quiet your mind, brother. Quiet your mind, sister. Quiet your mind.
Okay, Buzz Club. I'm honored to be sitting here with SimoneShanise.
Hi.
Of, what is it?
B.R.A.G.
B.R.A.G.
Black Retail Action Group.
Yes, and that's a major organization on Philadelphia University's campus.
There's several chapters throughout the nation. Howard, actually, being one of them. Philly U, you know, we kind of represent all of Pennsylvania.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, we're a business-oriented fashion club, and we really focus on, you know, putting together events and creating opportunities for young students.
So, Simone, first of all, I love your look.
Thank you.
Can you just kind of give me an idea of like who inspires you fashionably?
Oh my God. I just love very classic looks. I love mixing patterns, as you can see.
Shouldn't be afraid.
Right. No, you have to definitely take on fashion and just like do whatever you want with it. Fashion should definitely be an extension of yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, it tells a story about who you are and what you love, and I think you can have fun with it.
Yeah. So, Simone, how did you get involved with the ARTumnal Equinox show?
Well, Ayende and I were friends previously, and I also knew of Taji, you know, House of Raouf, you know, the whole Philly scene kind of.
Absolutely.
And, you know, they knew of B.R.A.G, and so we were like, okay, fashion, music, art, let's link it all together.
Yeah.
And we kind of came up with this event. Originally, I was just hosting it, but, you know, Taji brought the idea of bringing it to Philadelphia University. He was like, you know, would we be able to do that? I was like, honey, I'm the president of B.R.A.G. We can do anything.
Yeah, okay. That's the right. This girl, she's it. Just let you know. Kind of tell me what. Oh, yes.
Hi, honey. Zuri, this is Zuri. She's an aspiring diva.
Hi. Ah! So that's what we can expect. We can expect some beautiful children at the Equinox show. What else can we expect?
We can expect, there's going to be a documentary that Ayende put together, kind of an interview with myself, kind of really talking about B.R.A.G. There's going to be great fashion by House of Raouf. We're going to be showcasing, you know, a few of his styles. And great art by Ayende. I mean, he has a couple of, you know, really great pieces that he set up, you know, throughout the space. So
yeah, he's a really phenomenal artist.
Coming from outside of Philadelphia, like I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh!
Yeah, so I mean, we're definitely not known for, you know, fashion and things like that, but coming into Philly, it's just kind of been a refresher, you know what I mean? They call it the mini New York. So being able to meet people like you who are honeybee, who are fashionable, who are business minded and things like that. So it's really fun.
So are you gonna have fun today? Yeah. And I'm with her. We're gonna have a great time. Remember that backstage pass I promised you? Let's go take a look and see what's happening behind the scenes. I'm about to embarrass myself on camera. Let me say something to you. How am I to be catchy accent? Word up. Look, I don't. Sarah, give us some positive feedback. Not only am I covering the show, I have the wonderful opportunity to be in the show. I'm so excited. I hope I do all right. This is the life. I wish I could have someone do my makeup all the time. A girl could get used to this. Now it's time to go off the wardrobe. How do I look, bud? Let's go check in on the fellas and see what they're up to. That's me. So what do you guys think? Do I look fashionable? America's Next Top Model, eat your heart out. Good evening, Buzz Club. As you know, we've been here at the ARTumnal Equinox show, and I'm sitting here with one of the curators and creators of the event, Mr. Taji Nahl. Are you tying your shoelace, sir?
I have to. Y'all got me on camera.
He is also the owner and, you know, person behind House of Raouf. Can you please let us know a little bit about your brand and how long it's been around?
House Raouf, is the name of God, most gracious and most merciful. House Raouf been around since 2010. I'm an antique dealer by trade. And the very chairs that we are sitting in, this is how I make my bread and butter. This is how I fed my family, selling this type of furniture right here. And then the economic crash came. My wife said, "You got all these clothes. People like the way you dress. You know, style some people, sell some clothes. You know, make up for the money that's not coming in."
Wow.
So
that's where the fashion element is.
Out of necessity, and people appreciate my sense of style. So my actual sense of style I grew up with it. That was my surroundings. I'm from North Philadelphia. Everywhere I go, you're not from Philadelphia. Well, you're from France, or you got to be from London or something. I'm from North Philly.
Right.
I'll tell you that in a minute.
Yeah, I get that a lot too. It's like, you're not from Philly? Why? Because people think they have this misconception that Philly doesn't have style, so they kind of overlook us. They go to New York and they go to other major cities, and it's like, no, we're here. We're very fashion forward, and I think that this event definitely proves that, you know, fashion is major to us in Philly. How did you come up with the concept for the show?
Well, it was in collaboration with Allende.
Yes.
Basqiatyin.
Basqiatyin.
He came to me saying that someone asked him to put on an art show, and for him to do an installation. And Allende knows my background as being an art dealer as well as an antique dealer. So when he approached me, it's real simple. I got you. Let's go back. We went to his house. We talked about the concept he wanted to portray, and then I gave him some material to work with, and it developed and blossomed from there. Okay. Because not only is it about art, fashion, music, but it's also about history, appreciation, and also about the future, and about how we all can live cohesively, expressing ourselves through art, different mediums of art.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So much for having us here and opening up your world to us. You know, many of us, you know, may not understand what it really is like to be a part of an art scene, but this right here is welcoming. It's saying, you know, come again, you know. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You too, great, fantastic.
We plant our seeds, they blossom. We nourish ourselves with exquisite foods from around the world, giving us the fuel to be progressive forward thinkers, revolutionary dreamers. Then life begins, the awakening. We start to realize that everything is a pattern, then we mold ourselves into cultured beings, more refined and eloquent. We learn to communicate using our voice as a tool to express the opulent cultures around the globe. We pay homage and honor the ancestors who came before us. We endure their experiences and translate their messages through various art forms. ARTumnal Equinox. ARTumnal Equinox. The harvesting of the arts. We've discovered balance and realized that the ending is just a new beginning in this cycle of life.
And now it's time for everyone's favorite girl to speak, Honeybee, because the girl is so sweet.
Welcome back, everybody, to my favorite segment, Honey Says. I'm your host, Honeybee, and we are in the wonderful and most fabulous Philly Kim Studios, and today we are going to be talking about relationships. Well, pretty much we'll talk about relationships all of the time. You guys send me wonderful letters, and I just have to share with you, and I got to pull a few today out of the magic case to share with you all. Some of my readers and my followers on the blog Buzz About Honeybee know that I have something called Honeybee Letters, and they write me their relationship troubles, astrology information, or they just ask me different random questions about life. And I love giving them my spin on things. I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but I do have a lot to say. That's why I am the ultimate honeybee, right? Look, I have my antennas on. Don't worry, I won't sting. I have a letter here from someone who calls themselves Glutton for Gifts. Let me share a little bit about what they have to say. Dear Honeybee, let me start by saying, through the ups and the downs and the ins and the outs, after 9 years, I still love my man inside and out. I'm the youngest of 5, and I come from a family that doesn't do too bad as far as money. So some people will call me spoiled. Growing up, my family was very big on reward and even bigger on surprises. My boyfriend's family, however, was not very much a family at all. They were never big on rewards or accomplishments and could care less about surprises or even mere little gifts. I surprised my boyfriend with special things all of the time, from candy to his favorite clothes, shoes, trips, and most recently his first Eagles game sitting right beside the field. I wholeheartedly believe in spoiling my man and taking no apologies about that. On the other hand, he gives me almost anything I ask for and everything I need. However, I start out hinting to him that I love surprises also. That doesn't work. I've been telling him I love surprises, and he's like, chill. If you keep asking, it's never going to be a surprise. Or every time I'm about to do something, here you go, ruining it. I'm planning on surprising my boyfriend, taking him to Jamaica for his birthday, and I think it's really nice. But I've been going back and forth with this in my mind because I'm starting to get jealous of him and his relationships. Sometimes I think to myself, I wish I had me. Also, I sometimes tell myself he gets no more surprises until I get one. I don't want to always ask. I'm a glutton for surprises, and this is no secret. He has the nerve to sometimes make fun of my gift giving by saying I like to focus on stupid things like gifts, and he'd rather pay more attention to the relationship itself. I can completely understand, and I know this is something small, but it's something I noticed that I lack from him, and it bothers me. So should I, A, get over it, B, get over it and chill on the surprises, or C, how can I get him to get on board because I don't really want to get over it? I want this to be part of our relationship. Love, Glutton for Gifts. My. Glutton for Gifts. Well, the karmic rule is never give anything expecting something in return. Expect nothing and gain everything. Why would you give out a gift to anyone and you feel like they owe you? I think in relationships we go through this thing where we feel like we're very demanding and we feel entitled to things. Honestly, surprises are not a need. It's a want, you know? You would like your boyfriend to be more surprising, but at the same time, if that's not in his personality, then you really can't make him. If he, A, gives you everything you want and need without you even asking, and you really can't complain at all, and your only complaint is the surprises, don't you think it's a bit shallow? That's just really what you want? It seems like you're not giving him a fair chance. And I feel like a lot of guys complain about that. You know, their girlfriends never feel like they do enough or never feeling like they're giving enough. And you want to make him feel like whatever he does is enough so that he'll feel more comfortable with you. And then one day he will give you everything that you ask for without you even prompting him. And then if you ask for these things just so it could just be some false display of affection, is that how you validate your relationship or validate your self-worth? I think you should think about that. Maybe the issue isn't really him. Maybe the issue is you. Maybe you're just looking for someone to spoil you like your family, and maybe you don't need to be spoiled. Maybe the facts are the facts and the reality is the reality. This is who you have. Either love him, take him as he is, or leave him alone and find somebody who will give you all the gifts that you so shall seek, I guess. But honestly, you have all the gifts in the world. You have love. You have 9 years of a strong relationship. And I mean, believe me, nobody sticks around 9 years by accident, because I have never been in a decade-long relationship. So I really couldn't tell you, but I think that you guys have something special. So, you know, check it out. All right, guys, tell me what you think about this certain situation. Do you think that Glutton for Gifts is right on about how she feels and validated, or do you think that she's maybe just being a little bit selfish on her behalf? Write me at teamhoneybee@gmail.com. And also, don't forget to like the Facebook fan page, www.facebook.com/honeybee_the Buzz Club. And also follow me on Twitter at bin2honeybee. you have officially been buzzed. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.